Good day, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that concerns every single one of us, the growing problem of stress and its devastating impact on our environment. Every piece of trash we throw away doesn't simply disappear. It has a story that often ends polluting up our lands, choking our rivers, and damaging our ecosystems. Globally, humans generate over 2 billion tons of waste each year. Let's let that sink in. Over 2 billion tons. To put it into perspective, that's enough to fill over 800,000 of Olympic-sized swimming pools annually. And yet, only a fraction of it is properly recycled or managed. This crisis isn't about aesthetic, it's about survival. We live on a planet with finite resources, and yet we are treating it as if we have an infinite supply of clean air, fresh water, or fertile soil. But the reality is, the more we take and discard without thought, the more we jeopardize the delicate balance that sustains the life on Earth. Trash is not just a waste, it's a reflection of our choices. Look around you. Plastic bags drifting in the ocean, landfills piling up on non-biodegradable materials, and toxic chemicals leaching into our soil. These are not just images we see on the news. They are real, tangible consequences of our overconsumption and neglect. This isn't just an environmental issue, it's a social one too. Vulnerable communities often bear the brunt of this burden. It is no coincidence that the poorest areas are the ones living next to the overflowing dumps and contaminated water sources like Jakarta. Imagine raising your children in a place where the air smells of decay and clean drinking water is a luxury. But here's the good news. The story doesn't have to end this way. We have the power to change it. We have the power to rewrite this narrative, but it requires effort from each one of us. So, what can we do? First and foremost, we must reduce. This means rethinking our consumption habits. Every time we choose reusable items over single-use plastics, we are casting a vote for a cleaner planet. When we say no to unnecessary packaging, we are sending a message to businesses that sustainability matters. Second, we must reduce. Often, the things we label as waste have much more to give. The old jar sitting in your kitchen, it can hold more than just memories. It can hold your coffee, your leftovers, or even your creativity. Reusing items isn't just as practical, it's a powerful statement against the throwaway culture that has become so prevalent in our life. Third, we must recycle. Recycling is not just a process, it's a mindset. It's about recognizing what we discard could have a new purposes. But recycling should not stop at our homes. We should support industries and companies that prioritize recycled materials. By choosing products made from recycled content, we help create a demand that encourages sustainable practice across the board. Education is also key here. We need to teach ourselves and others people about sustainable practices. Schools, workplaces, and communities can all play a role in spreading awareness about how our actions impact the planet. Let's inspire the next generation to be more conscious than the ones before it. Let's ensure they inherit a planet worth living on. And let's not underestimate the power of small action. Picking up litter during a walk may seem insignificant, but it sets an example. Opting for eco-friendly products may feel like a small drop in the ocean, but it contributes to a ripple effect. Each of these acts, when multiplied by millions of people, create wave of changes. So, as we live today, I challenge each of you to think about the waste you create, think about where it goes, and think about what you can do to reduce it. And let's not be part of the problem, but part of the solution. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.